What up, Smitty?
What's good? What's good? We back, we live, we at it, man. It's another one.
Yep, it's another one, man. We got some news to talk about. Tomorrow is the last mandatory mini camp before the Philadelphia Eagles go on summer break. We got a big one to talk about, man. Birds of Broad Street, man. Let's go.
Go, birds, go, birds, go, birds, go, birds, put in work, put in work, put in work, touchdown, hurts, go, birds, go, birds, go, birds, go, birds, put in work, put in work, put in work, touchdown, hurts.
What up, Still? What up, Unc? Yes, sir. Welcome to Broad Street. Welcome to episode 214. Welcome to Minicamp News and Updates edition of B.O.B.S. with your boy Cool Cat Connor and my guy Smitty. What up, Smitty?
What's good, man? What's good, man? Back with another one, man. Episode 214. We in mini camp. We only get one day. It's tomorrow. Then
Yep.
it's over.
Exactly. It's going to
What
be
it is, Stu. What it is, Stu. What it is, Aaron.
Yep.
Appreciate y'all for tapping in and rocking with us. Everybody on Twitter, everybody on YouTube. Please hit the like. Please hit the subscribe. And if you love us enough, hit the notification bell. You know what I mean? You can tap in with us all times of the week.
Yeah, you heard Smitty basically.
I think I did 2 episodes of the check down last week. If y'all missed it, man, we did 2. We did one on Friday.
Yes, he did.
We was kicking, man. So if y'all missed it, tap in. We did half of our state of the divisions. We're gonna do the other half this Saturday. We have not did the NFC East yet. We have not did a few, well, the AFC East, NFC West, AFC West, right? I think that's what's left. We're gonna tap in. Best team, worst team, who finishes first, who wins the division, kind of, sort of type deal, but not really, right? You gotta tap in to really know what's going on. Man, it's been fun though. Like, you know what I mean? Really just sitting down and having a second to breathe and really look at what's going on. I know my hair is in a funk, but I've been watching.
No, you good, Smitty. You good, Smitty. Don't say that.
I ain't know what to do. And I was just like, I was just like, but nah, man, it's been fun. It's kind of been, obviously a little relaxation, man, to really just look at what's going on. You get to tap into what people are talking about, and it's very apparent. Like we hire on a few guys coming in this year, and
start us off. Who you high on? Who you high on? We'll get to the word of the day in a minute and Jai Alexander in a minute, but who you high on? Talk to us.
Coming into this season, man, Man, listen, the story don't change, right?
Mm-hmm.
I done told y'all a million times, but the proof is in the pudding, man. Jordan Davis coming
Mm-hmm.
into this season will put the fine tune on this pass rushers situation that everybody been crying about. Um, he gonna make some noise, man, and it's gonna be hard not to double team those two monsters in the middle. Um,
Mm-hmm.
we already know what Jalen Carter is. You ain't got to say you high on him.
Yeah.
Um, we I am high on the rookie Andrew Makuba if he does play.
Yep.
I think he provides a lot of what we're looking for as far as what I mean on the defense, as far as aggressiveness and things of that nature. It's gonna be what's up, Wanda? It's
What
gonna
up,
be fun,
Wanda?
man. It's a hard situation, like because we got so many guys that kind of like semi broke out last year. Um, you kind of could touch on a few guys like I'm
Mm-hmm.
excited to see year 2 of the breakout, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Especially like a guy like Nolan Smith, man, who
Yeah.
like if you really look at the numbers, not the raw numbers, not the sacks and things of that nature. I'm talking about pass rush win rates and stuff of that nature, like his
Mm-hmm.
ability to get to the quarterback, his ability to make plays on critical downs, like a lot of that, like if you really look at the analytics of what he did last season, he's in a membership with a lot of the elite guys in the NFL, who do it on a consistent basis. So year 2 of Nolan Smith should be very exciting. He kind of understands the position a little bit more. He kind of got a chance to work on his craft this
Mm-hmm.
off season. And when you go into an off season with that type of how would you explain it? With that type of motivation, with that type of confidence to get better, with that will, his work ethic to really get in the lab and do some of the things he do well, like
Mm-hmm.
the upside of that situation is crazy. And looking at Nolan Smith and just what he did last season, like that was his first year starting. Like
Yep.
it's his first opportunity to really get in the field and prove anything. He did it at a high level.
Right.
So I'm looking at year 2, him really understanding what these old linemen are trying to do to him to get him off his game. Him really being able to fine tune some of the moves that he added to the bag last season. Like really looking at Nolan Smith, that's a guy this season. Like I know everybody hype about what we lost and all that, but Nolan Smith could really rectify some of the
Mm-hmm.
this with a big season, right?
Mm-hmm.
And um, I think before we get our feet ahead of ourselves, though, like with Jalen Hunt, I think we got to
Right.
expect what we expected from Nolan going into this season. You can't
Mm-hmm.
expect what you expect from Nolan going into this season. You got to expect what you expected from Nolan
Right.
going into last season. Like when we went into that 2025 season, that's the expectations. Don't get too high on Jalen Hunt because then you gonna stun his growth, man. You gotta
Right.
just let him grow into the role he new to being. If he is the starter, he's gonna be new to being a starter. But the rotation in that
Right.
room, I'm astounded, bro. Like if those guys can really tap into what they got and get back to some of that foundational work they was doing earlier, when they first came into like really getting after the quarterback, really attacking the tackles and things of that nature, being able to really just use what you got. And I think the person that's going to benefit the most out of coming to the Eagles, out of all those players, I think it's going to be Aziz. He gonna get
You
a
think?
level of comfort. Aziz or Jalari, he gonna get a
Right.
level of comfortability, right? Because he knows Nolan, he knows Jordan, he
Mm-hmm.
knows Jalen Carter, he knows all these guys, so he's gonna get that opportunity to really tap in. And I'm frozen, but I'm still talking, and I'm gonna
Right.
reset it a second. But
No, you good. You good,
I think
Smitty.
I think I think Aziz is really gonna be able to do some things like that he wasn't able to do earlier in his career with the Giants because obviously you're on a bad team, injuries, things of
Mhm.
that nature. So I'm really hyped to see this defense. Really hyped. So
Is that
who do you got on your list offensively? And I'm gonna reset
off?
real quick. Don't do it yet. Hold on. Let me
All
reset.
right, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Hmm. Hmm. That's an offensively. That's a tough one because y'all know the big four. I would go. I would go to. Y'all would know the big four, right? So,
All
yep.
right.
So for me, I would say Devontae Smith, but I expect a lot of things from him. Same for AJ. Don't get me started on Jalen freaking Hurts. I want to see. I'm hype on another year of Saquon Barkley, man. Like this is year 2 of him still on this roster. Like
He
will
got
he
like
be?
4 more years.
Right, he got four. Right, he got 4 more years.
He locked
Exactly.
in for a
Now,
minute.
right. Yeah. Now, will he? Now, will he surpass another 2,000 yards? I hope so. But I expect another big year from Saquon. Dallas gotta. I'm hype about Dallas. I'm not. Dallas gotta. You gotta show me something because we talked about it on this show and on the check down that he needs to step up. But if I got to choose a position, I mean, it gotta be the offensive line because of course Jordan Mailata, Leonard Dickerson, Cam Jurgen, and Lane. Tyler Steen is the guy that I'm a little hyped on because we lost Mekhi Becton. Jason Kelsey, we knew he retired. And of course, Stoutland University. I want to see what Tyler Steen got. This will be his first time at that position where Mekhi Becton was at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if I have to choose a position that I'm high on, y'all know where I stand with Jalen, AJ, Devontae, and Saquon. But if I got to choose a position, it got to be that offensive line with Tyler Steen because I know what I can get with Jordan Mailata, Leonard Dickerson, Cam Jurgen, Lane Johnson. It's that other position with Tyler Steen that I'm going to keep my eye on as well.
I
So,
like the right guard spot, right? But I
mm-hmm.
don't think it's Tyler Steen's spot to lose.
You think so? Talk to me.
I don't. I really think it's gonna be a battle, man, because
Between who?
I think one of the tackles we brought in, we're gonna move the guard.
I like that. Talk to me. Explain.
And I think Cam Williams, right? He kind of got the same measurements as Mekhi.
Yeah.
Like what we was able to replicate with Mekhi, you can't replicate that with Tyler. He doesn't have the power off the line to really move people. And I have no no ill will towards, if he play cool. But I think like if we replicate what we did last year in the run game, just the run game alone, I think Cam Williams come in, he might be able to fill that right guard spot. Him being young, really coming in, if he can solidify that spot, we can have a long-term solution. Like to me, Tyler Steen going into year 3, putting him on the line, like or year 4, year 3, year 4, one of them.
Mm-hmm.
He got to get paid next year.
Who? Cam Williams?
Nah,
Tyler.
Yeah,
oh,
he
I
gonna be
forgot
going
he
to.
used to pay you. Yep.
So it's like to me, we weren't light at tackle going into the draft, right? We had a few guys on the roster.
Right.
We had a few guys we drafted last year.
Mm-hmm.
We had a few guards on the roster.
Right.
To me, like if we replicate what we did last year, just off that alone, it's a possibility that Cam Williams gives Tyler Steen a run for his money at the right guard spot. He bigger, he's stronger. He can misplace people in that hole. And if you ask me truthfully, who I was going for on the offense, I wouldn't even gonna go right guard. To me, I have high expectations for Jahan Dotson because me personally, I made a pass for him. You know what I mean? I gave him a pass because he didn't have the off-season camp. He didn't have all the requisite pieces coming in. he had no chemistry with Jalen Hurts. He came
Right.
into an offense that was pretty much built, and he had to fit into the pieces. So now going into this offseason, going into this camp, like I really feel like he should implement himself into this offense. He should have an opportunity to really carve out a spot for himself to really be able to execute some of the plays that we're missing in our offense. And with the new offensive coordinator coming in, like Jahan needs to be on this game. You need to give this offensive coordinator all the access and all the control to be able to really draw it up on the paper. Now, what you execute is different. But we watched him execute multiple plays last year, and in a crunch moment in the Super Bowl, when we had no offense really rolling, they called a bomb to Jahan. That's trust, bro. That's really trust. I know he didn't get but one more opportunity in that game to really touch the rock. You know what I mean? But going into this off season, it's a clean slate. Like Kellen Moore had an idea of what he wanted to do coming in with what he had on the roster. He didn't have Jahan coming in, so he drawn up a lot of stuff for the 4 guys he believed was on the roster, right? Really 5 guys if you add Jalen Hurts in. He drew up a lot for like Saquon. If you watch the offense, a lot of it funneled through Saquon in the past game when we was in the red zone with the wheel routes, little out routes. Like then it, obviously AJ, Smitty, then Goddard. Like so the offense was drawn up for those guys. Now you come into a situation where you're one-on-one, you're here, you're going through the off season, and you get an opportunity to really see what the offensive coordinator got going on. You really get to implement your input. You here in camp, you running the routes, you showing what you got. You know what I mean? And you building the chemistry with Jalen Hurts to really, when y'all get on the field, he should trust those situations. So I got some, you know what I mean, some high expectations for Jahan. I'm not saying like, oh, I'm looking for 1,000 yards. Nah, but he needs to be more efficient, you know what I mean? More opportunities. And I think, he should be able to implement himself as a wide receiver 3. And we should, if anything, he should be playing to stay an Eagle, in my opinion. Like, if he want to be here, like I can't just say he want to be here, but if he want to be an Eagle, I think this the year where you get Howie Roseman attention to really sign that contract. You know what I mean? So obviously, wide receiver 3s ain't getting paid a lot of money. You know what I mean? Well, they ain't getting paid wide receiver 1 money, but he probably can get, you know what I mean, a smooth, you know what I mean, 10 to 12 million a year to stay here. You know what I mean? Maybe 2 or 3 year deal where you get to chill and be an Eagle as a wide receiver 3. Because Howie Roseman don't mind locking up players if it's financially what is it? What's the word? Financially, I'm gonna say financially competent. He'll make those moves. And Jahan got the opportunity this year. You know what I mean? As the wide receiver 3. If you want to implement yourself this the year, because you don't got much time left. So
I agree with you. I like the Jahan Dotson answer because he did have a bomb from Jalen at the start of the game. So I agree with you. I'm high on him as well because, like you said, it's a prove it year. If he steps up, and 1,000 yards, I don't think he'll get because it'll either be AJ. Well, AJ's getting 1,000.
If all 3 of them boys end up with 1,000, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, but I am big on him. Now, on the offense side of the ball, since we're talking about high, which one of the veterans, whether it's Jalen, AJ, Devontae, Goddard, Saquon, which one of the veterans that you're high on?
I don't gotta be high on them. Really cool cat. I mean, I know what they expect out of those guys. They working. Shit, they coming back strong. I don't expect 2,000 again. If it happened now, that'd be crazy.
Exactly.
It hasn't happened, so I don't expect 2,000. I didn't expect 2,000 last year, so I'm not gonna go in with expectations of nothing crazy. But I do this. I expect them boys to come out to win every game. Like, you know what I mean, play to win every game. Put on the best performance, man. They're gonna put on the show. They're really gonna show up. So Sunday in, Sunday out. If I had to pick one, probably gonna be Devontae. Just cause he last year I think he felt like he fell short of the 1,000-yard situation that he had going on. He gonna be out for Avengers this year. So I think Devontae Smith. And I think last year, like, to him was like personal. Like, it was like one of his moments, you know what I mean? In the Super Bowl, big moment, big play. I mean, we gonna all remember the dagger. You know what I mean? It's gonna always be remembered as the Eagle. You know what I mean? So I got a lot of respect for Devontae Smith as a wide receiver. He do a lot of great things, man. You know what I mean? He's able to put on the show at all costs. So Devontae Smith is my guy. Mr. Route Runner, Mr. Louisiana, Mr. Heisman, Super Bowl champion.
Damn right. For me, I'm with you. It's got to be Devontae Smith. For me, I mean, Mr. Dagger, the Slim Reaper, like, it's got to be him. I have high expectations for him. Now, he could have had 1,000 yards too, but injuries and stuff like that, he could have had 1,000 yards. But I agree with you, man. It's got to be Devontae Smith in my eyes. I expect a lot from Jalen. Y'all know that. I expect a lot from AJ, Saquon, Goddard. Listen, Goddard, you got to prove a lot, man. You got to prove a lot. But Devontae, he should have had 1,000 yards last year. But like we all said on this show and on the check down,
my expectations of Jalen Hurts are outrageous. So I never get on here and put him out in public.
Right, I know. Please,
my expectations for Jalen Hurts is always crazy. And guess what? I'm still his biggest critic. Like, I still have moments where I'm like, man, listen, Jalen Hurts still got to do more of the essential things as a quarterback. I'm not shy at it. You know what I mean? It's a lot of things he still need to execute. But when he executes,
damn right. Same with me, man. Y'all know how I feel about Jalen freaking Hurts. It's acknowledge me. But there's times where I gotta be like, bro, throw it to AJ, throw it to Smitty. What the heck are you doing? So there's times with that, and there's other times I acknowledge him as my franchise quarterback. I mean, it is what it is. I love the kid to the core. But yeah, let's get before we get to the word of the day, any thoughts on mandatory minicamp? Any message to the Birds? Because seeing as tomorrow will be the last time we'll see them until mandatory training camp. So any thoughts on anything like that? No?
It's one day. I mean, what the hell do you do in one day?
Exactly.
I don't understand why it's one day, bro.
That is true. Well,
Nick Sirianni just be doing what he do. So it worked. I ain't gonna argue. But I don't think we had one day last year. But I know kind of why though. I know the method to the madness. We finished way later in the season this year than last year.
Yeah.
And I can't really remember what we did in 23 coming off the Super Bowl, but I'm sure it was probably light load because that's Sirianni kind of thing. Like, he like the load manage to get you back in the rhythm, get you healthy, to get you back in the building. So I know we'll turn back up when mandatory training camp starts. So right now, I understand why he cut it down. You know what I mean? We finished coming off a Super Bowl late in the season. You can't ask those guys to, you know what I mean, cook it back up right now and get back to it. Nah, you know what I mean, you let them ease back in, let them get their time to get back into their routine. And we get back into it in what, about a month and a half?
Yeah, a month and a half, late July, training camp starts. We don't know when, but us and the Cowboys should have an early one because we face each other week 1, September 4th. So we should have an early one.
OG, you know what's gonna happen to you. Belt to ass. You hear me?
Right. I made a video on my other channel, where I go after Cowboy fans, the Y'all Still Them Boys YouTube channel. I said, y'all screwed. Because if Diggs, he's coming off an injury. Stephen Jones ain't doing nothing. Like, you ain't getting Jalen Ramsey. You had an opportunity to get Nick Chubb, We know you're not going to get Jair Alexander. We'll talk about him next. Like, what in God's name are y'all doing over there?
Belt to ass.
Simple as that, man.
Come on, man.
Simple
you know
as
what
that.
it is, man. You know what it is. We don't respect the Cowboys over here. You hear me?
We don't. Hey, we thank you for popping up. We thank you for support. We thank you for watching the show. But at the end of the day, Buddha, tell them.
Dallas Cowboy trash.
Damn right.
Trash.
So, with that being said, let's get exactly.
No playoff wins want to come talk crazy. Who's gonna stop the run? Who's gonna run the ball? How's your secondary? How's your linebackers? Edge rushers? What about your D tackle? Offensive line? Is your quarterback okay? The only person on that team that I'm 100% confident is going to show up week 1,
Micah
and CD. Only two. Only two people. Yep. Only two people. That's it. And if your boy George Pickens get locked up, he gonna crash out. So, hey man, we in the building though.
Exactly. So speaking of Jai Alexander, that leads to the word of the day. The word of the day is should the Philadelphia Eagles Nation, Smitty, myself, Moan, Trey, should the Eagles reach out and get Jair Alexander? So we talked about it in the group chat. Me, Trey, and Smitty. Moan talked about it in the short. So let's talk about it on Birds of Broad Street. Smitty, what's your thoughts? Should we pursue him? Talk to us.
Can he be healthy? Can he be what we need? Can he do the things that you ask a player to do when you bring him in, which is stay healthy, perform on the field, and you know what I mean? The best ability is availability, right? So if you like right now, like really looking at the situation, I think somebody puts crazy stuff. He's missed like 20 games in the last 2 years. So I don't know how, confident Howie Roseman and this training staff could be keeping him healthy coming into this next season. It's an opportunity though if you don't trust what you have at cornerback 2 at this point, at this time in the season. You have an opportunity to kind of rectify everything, right? You got a time to bring in a guy who is a vet who can understand and play pretty much either way you want to play in it. You know what I mean? In this NFL, he's done it all. He's seen it all. If you want to bring him in and you feel confident that he can stay healthy, then I'm okay with it. Like I ain't gonna argue if you have that confidence. But you have that confidence. That man come in here and play 7 games. Y'all know what's gonna get said. Y'all know this fan base is not nice.
Nope.
They will not be nice if he plays 7 games. So that being said, I'm gonna keep it G. I don't know if he's gonna stay healthy, but I trust Howie Roseman. I trust this training staff to do their homework, to look at this medical history, because I'm pretty sure they can get their hands on all the stuff he's gotten done and really look into it and see what's going on, understand the situation, evaluate the situation, and if they can rectify the situation, Howie Roseman will then move forward. But until it's 100% acknowledged that it can be handled, maintained, and he can bear the workload of another 17, 18, 19, 20 game season, then right now I'm up in the air, because the one thing I do know is that Keely Ringo, Eli Ricks, either one of those guys don't have an injury history. But I also know that I don't have a lot of faith in them coming out and being the guy. So like it's a 50-50 split. It's a little hard to kind of like be like, all right, so I'm gonna put my faith in it. Okay, but it's also an opportunity now where there's a vet out there who's obviously gonna demand a little attention. It's obviously gonna be a slight bidding war. And I can't tell you as a player what he's looking for. Is it money? Is it
Right.
to compete for a Super Bowl? What's the opportunity that he's looking for leaving Green Bay, who everybody says is poised to make deep playoff runs here in the next few years moving forward? You know what I mean? Just steadily being able to be in the playoffs, being a contender. So what are you looking for leaving them? Are you looking to chase a bag? Then that's not gonna be the Eagles. This is not gonna be us. We're not gonna overpay for an older, injury riddled corner. But
Right.
if you are chasing gold, you want to be on a defense who's gonna be able to look out for you as a player. Super Bowl winning defense. You come to the Eagles. You get an opportunity to play with Coop. You get an opportunity to play with Quinion, Reed, Andrew, or Sidney. This defensive line is nasty. The pass rush is gonna give you ample opportunities to make a quarterback make a mistake. We gonna be the crutch you need. And you don't gotta play a lot of man like he was doing over there at Green Bay. You're gonna be able to play a little zone and sit back and, you know what I mean, relax on that thing. So it's a lot of questions behind would I do it. But if the opportunity presented itself, he was gonna be healthy, money right. Yeah, for sure. You bring Jair Alexander in because when he is healthy, nobody can deny he is a top cornerback in the league. When he's on the field, he's making the plays. He's there. So, like, I got mixed feelings because of the injury history, but
Right.
we do make those kind of moves. We do. You know, Howie
Yep.
Roseman like a guy he can, redemption story.
Right.
There's something about that redemption story. Maybe it's him projecting because of what he went through as a GM, getting sent to the basement, really not having nothing left, everybody calling quits, and then you rise from the ashes and you win a team who's never had a Super Bowl. Then you go back. You know what I mean? So it's an opportunity, man. So we're gonna see.
Yep. For me, I'm mixed bags too. At the end of the day, if Howie Roseman wants it, go get it. If Howie Roseman wants it, go get it. Also, like you said, the money got to be right. And I told Trey this, I told you this, I told everybody this in my video when I talked about it. Health. Like, how many? You said something in the group chat that caught my eye the most. You said how many games he played out of? You said
14 out of 34 he played.
Yeah, as much as a lot of us would want him, 14 out of 36 that he played, like, come on, like, now, at the end of the day, listen, if the money is right and if he can stay healthy, I'm 1,000%. I'm 1,000% get him. But at the end of the day, stick with what you got. If you got to roll with Kelly Ringo and Sidney Brown, do it. Will it hurt us at the end? Maybe, maybe not. But it's much better to keep those guys, those core guys, see what we got. If they don't do anything in training camp, do what you got to do, Howie. But I'm with Smitty, man. At the end of the day, I'm 50-50. It's health, money, and also, what do you like? If you come to the Philadelphia Eagles, what do you want? You want the money or you want this? I'm rocking a Super Bowl championship shirt and hat for a reason.
You're going to get decently paid. It's just not going to be overly paid.
Right. It's like, what if you come to the Philadelphia
Eagles, if you want a nice check and chase a chip, you come to Philly.
Come on down.
Well, I ain't gonna even just like no bias. Like, it's a few teams that's chasing chips that need quarterback help. I ain't gonna lie, and we in that war with them. Like, I can see Cincinnati.
The Chiefs need the Bengals, like you said. The Ravens, they might need a corner. The Lions are desperate. How many corners are they losing? They desperate. Please, the Cowboys and OG.
Nah, I don't think the Cowboys gonna make a move though. They locked in that corner. They just drafted Siobhan Rivell.
That is true.
They just got Diggs back.
Yeah, because he's at mandatory minicamp right now.
Bland. I mean, they got their cornerback room. I don't think they need Jair.
Right. So there are teams out there that is looking.
There's a few teams.
There's a few teams, but if you want to come to the winning business, to the Super Bowl championship business, the Hurts Kingdom, come on down. Simple as that. But hey, it is what it is. Neither me, Smitty, Moan, Trey, and Eagles Nation make that decision. That's up to you, your agent, and Howie T to make that move. Simple as that. What up, Daniel, Wanda, Rock the Artist, OG, Timmy, BG. Yeah, man. So at the end of the day, next week will be the state of the Philadelphia Eagles. We do this almost every single year. So next week it's our state of the Philadelphia Eagles. We'll give ours while the boys is on vacation. We'll give our state on Jalen, on the team, on Howie, on Eagles Nation. We'll give our thoughts as we gear up for the 2025 NFL season, man. And make sure y'all tap in this Saturday for another edition of the Check Down with Smitty and the crew, man. Lots of content out the gym with those guys and ladies. Make sure y'all tap in for that, man. So with that, that's all we have for today. Content will be coming tomorrow because of Media Day, if they do it, and press conference. So make sure y'all tap in for that. And with that, let's give our final thoughts. Go ahead, Smitty.
Oh, man, I mean, we about to be back in full roll. I mean, somebody said when they go home after minicamp, this is when the season starts. So we kind of in full effect, man. We back to it. Fly Eagles fly. Go Birds.
Yeah.
The road to our third championship starts
now. I couldn't say it better myself. The road to number 3 starts right now. I need all the players healthy. I need all the players focused. Enjoy, including you Cowboys. I hope y'all have a miserable summer vacation. But for the Eagles and Eagles Nation, enjoy your summer vacation. We are now 86 days away from kickoff for the 2025 NFL season. Philadelphia Eagles, Dallas Cowboys at the link, dropping a banner wishing Simone Steele an early happy birthday. Me, Sis, Smitty, and Trey will all be there. So for the 4 of us, man, fly, Eagles fly, go Birds, and just remember, you're always welcome to Broad Street. The champs say lights,